Hey, what's up, everybody? Jazz Roganzo here. Another What's Next. All right. This is second video of the day, and we're going to stay with the sports theme. But now we get into exposing the nonsense. And who's better right now than exposing the nonsense? Outside probably of Tucker Carlson, of course, and that would be one Project Veritas. Project Veritas has exposed everything from ACORN during the Obama years to the most recent CNN Zucker nonsense, to Hunter Biden. You name it, over the last 4 to 5 years, they've exposed and they have broken some of the biggest stories. Of course, the woke media won't touch because it's called facts. But since we're in sports, Veritas is like, well, we're going to focus our energy like a laser beam on the nonsense at ESPN. So let's take a look, shall we? This comes out of Outkick. ESPN employees discuss toxic, racist workplace with Project Veritas. Project Veritas released a video on Tuesday night, further uncovers ESPN's toxic and often racist workplace. A whistleblower is a former ESPN studio operator named Trevor Adams. Adams came to Veritas with recorded audio and video clips of numerous ESPN employees discussing how the network tried to become the face of Black Lives Matter. I'm going to read the story, and then I'm going to go to the video. There are two notable moments in the video. First, surveillance footage shows ESPN call the police on Adams after he sent a company-wide email expressing his concerns with the company's vaccine mandate. Yes, forced vax mandate and racism towards certain employees. Adams claims ESPN viewed his emails as a threat. Of course they did. Quote, surveillance footage outside of Adams' home shows local law enforcement arriving at the request of ESPN, which flagged him as a security threat 2 days after the email was sent. During the interaction with law enforcement, they confirmed that they were sent by the company as a result of the email. Adams later says several of his colleagues cheered him after he sent the email, but did not have his back following the ESPN reaction. Of course not. They want to hold on to their damn jobs. They don't give a damn about integrity. A lot of people were cheering me on. A lot of people said, we're glad with you. We hope something comes of this. We don't think it will, but we're glad finally someone stepped up and spoke up. ESPN terminated Adams soon after Project Veritas tried to obtain a comment from ESPN Human Resources Department. Shocker. Second, the video shows a SEC reporter, Alyssa Lang, revealed that someone behind the scenes had aggressively complained to her about being white and hosting two other hosts of the same color. It's not clear to which program Lang is referring to. Well, we could take a number of guesses. Lang says, I know the comments have been made to me at work and of the conversations that have been made in front of me at work, like, I mean, just blatant racist shit. Just blatantly. Like complaining to me, we have 3 white hosts. And I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? Leave? Earlier today, Outkick documented several examples of how ESPN had embraced racism over the air the past 2 years. Here's part of the column. In 2017, new ESPN president Jimmy Pitaro began reeling ESPN programming back in. My, how's that changed? Pitaro said on the record that ESPN will no longer cover politics. He began to promote more newsbreakers and former players. The network also began to edge out unsuccessful woke like Bonami Jones, Sarah Spain, Jamel Hill, Carrie Champion. As a result, ESPN rebounded swiftly. Ratings rose across the board. But after the death of Saint George Kirby, the vaunted saint of the Summer of Love, sources say Disney, the parent company of ESPN, began to pressure the network to prove that it's not racist. How do you spell that? How do you do that? Well, you can't. All you can do is distract those above you by spewing racism towards white people, obviously. So Pitaro caved in, undid everything he had fixed. Since 2020, ESPN has been MSNBC masquerading as a sports network, spreading blatant lies, racist commentary, CCP talking points, partisan politics, and of course, Black Lives Matter bullshit. The radicalization of ESPN is prevalent behind the scenes as well. ESPN has disproportionately promoted and hired black talent over white, Hispanic, Asians over the last 2 years. Last year, former ESPN talent Maria Taylor used her leverage as a black woman because, of course, who had very little talent, tried to strong-arm the network into giving her an $8 million a year contract offer well above her market value. ESPN countered with 5, but Taylor declined and left for NBC. Even ESPN's white guilt has its limits. ESPN did not comment on a request from Project Veritas. You're not going to get one either. Do not expect it. ESPN doesn't care about its workplace is toxic or racist as long as it's racism towards the right group. Now I'm going to play a little bit of that video exposing ESPN woke.
This is Sports Center.
I mean, I'm embarrassed sometimes to tell people I work for ESPN and Disney.
Yeah, it has different connotations now.
Yeah, it's sad.
It's a global entity of forced thought.
So I'm Trevor Adams. I'm a studio operator for ESPN. I came to you guys because I want to say ever since I started with ESPN, I've just witnessed lots of discrimination, racism.
I know the comments that have been made to me at work and the conversations that have been had in front of me at work, like, I mean, just blatantly racist, just blatantly, like, complaining to me that we have 3 white hosts.
Fucking clowns.
I'm like, what do you want me? Do you want me to leave? Like, you know my work. I got to the point a couple weeks ago where I had to say to somebody, do you not know my work ethic? Like, we've known each other for 4 years. Do I not deserve to be here?
As we just saw with
Yes,
Maria
because
Taylor and
talent, expertise, busting your ass means nothing at ESPN.
Exactly. And like I said, at the end of the day, they're choosing between us and social media reaction.
The BLM movement, the diversity, the racial and social justice, platforms that ESPN has propped it up, pushed forward, which every right to do that. But yet when you come here to work every day,
that's not how it is.
I can't look for them to do the right thing when it comes to social issues. We don't know what we're talking about. And we shouldn't comment on anything about it company-wide.
Thank you.
There's no reason.
Yes.
We're not in the social business.
Yeah.
Bingo.
If you want to look for comment, comfort on it, how about this? Go to church or read a newspaper.
Hello.
Around and accusing people of being racist is bad. It's very bad.
If you have to put a color in front of it,
You're being racist.
Yeah.
yeah, there's times where I've had a director basically call me a bitch on the headset, and that I'm just another
Wow.
white Trump supporter. And that
Wow.
if there were more women in this building, things would get done a lot better and quicker.
like I'm
Ouch.
crazy to be a Republican or Trump supporter.
Yep.
And she does treat me differently. I could tell.
Absolutely. So does Kathy. I've seen her.
Yeah.
I've seen her.
How they talk and treat other people here.
Yeah, sure.
But
Kathy will be. I saw her doing it to, I think to you the one day. You were setting up Feinbaum or something, and she looked up and you were like going across the set and shit.
All right, my thoughts. If you want to see more, you can go to projectveritas.com or on to their YouTube page to check out the full video of exposing ESPN woke bullshit. Now, anyone who's been watching ESPN over the last 2 to 3 years, this is no surprise to anybody. Now, what is a surprise, or what is eye-opening, is that a lot of employees from ESPN were open about it. We're saying, yes, this bullshit goes on every single day. ESPN is not about social justice. ESPN is not about talking politics. ESPN is not about this garbage. ESPN is a sports news network. Whatever goes on in sports, Olympics, chess, checkers, basketball, football, you name the major sport or even a minor sport, that is what ESPN is supposed to do. And that is what the new president who came in a few years back did. He cleared the slate. He wiped the slate. He basically said, listen, we're going to start fresh. We're going to get rid of this politics nonsense, and we're going to go back to what we do best, and that is sports broadcasting. And it worked. It worked for a time. And then Kirby and the Summer of Love. And then it went all to shit. That's why ESPN has been hemorrhaging subscribers over the last 2 to 3 years, and they've gone elsewhere. They've gone to Fox Sports 1. They've gone to independents. They've gone to those like Pat McAfee and other retired players around in different leagues who are actually have their own podcast, who are speaking freely and say, listen, this is what goes on. But it was only a matter of time before Veritas was going to get their hands on ESPN and expose more exposure of the woke bullshit. And that's the reason why ESPN Woke is what it is. It's absolute trash. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Bargonzo. This is What's Next. I want to see more just like this. Please leave a comment below, like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.